newly level 7 R&R club achiever, which is the retirement bonus. Mr. Alfred Nickson, are you on with us?
Absolutely, absolutely. Mr. Scott, could you hear me okay?
Sure can. Welcome on.
Awesome, awesome. Man, it's been a great morning, man, sitting here and, starting with Apostle. I mean, he definitely delivered the leadership. And, Alicia Gaines, she always so eloquently put that protection plan, break down all the benefits. And Lissa Barnes came behind and knocked out of the park, breaking down your back office. And then Miss Amina Rashid just dropped the hammer on compliance. And, just been a phenomenal training to start off the day. And, we got almost 1,800 people here, a few hundred people on Facebook. Put a 1 in the chat if this is your very first Super Saturday. You're new to the company. How many new people we got in the company? To have an opportunity to start your career off and get this type of training. Most people don't have that opportunity. So welcome to our company. Welcome to the team. And today I get to cover a couple of topics. I get to talk about structure and also compensation plan. And, most people always say that cash is king. I'm in disagreement. I want to tell people that cash flow is king. And before the cash and the flow comes in, the income and the compensation plan, I tell people all the time that position comes before success. So you got to understand how to structure your business. This is a strategic business. You got to understand that. So that's my first topic today, ladies and gentlemen. I get to talk about structuring your business, and then we're going to roll into how the money is made. I want you to pay very close attention because I believe the compensation plan dictates your behavior. This is not a business that you just get in and you throw mud on the wall and hope it sticks. It's a lot of moving parts. So I want you to pay close attention to what we're going to cover right now. So let me go ahead and jump right into it. And when you're talking about structure, understand, ladies and gentlemen, you need a certain amount of volume to hit the different titles, to go from a brand new agent to field trainer and all of the titles in our company. You got to hit the volume requirement at least, and also all of the other requirements that's attached to it. But you get a certain amount of volume from the production you put in, right? So take a screenshot of this, right? Every customer you bring in, you get 200 points in volume, right? Every agent, which is a business partner you bring in, you get 400 points in volume. That's how that volume accumulates to how you can hit these different ranks, right? Now, when you're structuring your business, you got to understand, you don't want to build wide. You want to build depth. So take a screenshot of this too. I've seen people who had 11 legs in their back office, 12, 13, 14 legs in their back office. Is your organization looking like this? You're not in alignment. You got to be structured. We only need 5 leaders. You heard Apostle say that earlier. You only need 5 people structured the right way to go to the top of this thing. So make sure your structure is congruent with our compensation plan. You don't need 17, 18 legs. And when I say that, that don't mean that, I heard people say, well, Alfred, if I only need 5 legs, do I stop recruiting? No, you don't stop recruiting. You can continue to recruit, because that goes into my next slide where you got 60 days to sponsor place people, right? So look at this slide here. You say, well, I'm recruiting. I got 12 legs. Well, you got to be strategic, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen people prematurely move people in certain legs of business just to help this person get a promotion or just to move that. And then now that leg becomes what we call a steroid leg. Now your business is out of balance. And now this leg over here is taking off, and it may even block you from going to a promotion because you may not be balanced. So what I do is I'm strategic. I know I got 60 days to move a brand new agent when they come into business. So I sit back, I say, okay, let me see what this young lady's going to do. Let me see what this young man's going to do. And then I'm going to strategically move that leg of business based on how my organization is building. I'm not just going to just throw volume or just throw legs under this certain leg, because it can take your business out of whack. So be strategic and understand you got 60 days from the time that brand new agent you enroll comes in to move that under whatever organization you see fit. So be very mindful and strategic about that. You want to build a real balanced organization. And again, in network marketing, you're going to usually always have a steroid leg. You're going to always have a leg that may be doing a little bit better than some others, but you want to keep it as much balance as possible as you build out to your preceding titles. Now, here are some of the requirements. If you're new to the call, if this is your first training and you just got signed up this week or what have you, this should be your first goal. And you heard Miss Alyssa Barnes talk about that earlier. This is the gateway key to success in network marketing. Core rank development, how many field trainers you got? This should be your focus, hitting field trainer and duplicating this process. This is our first promotion in our company. We like to call this the backbone position. And here are the qualifications. You seen me earlier talk about volume. 200 when you bring in a customer, 400 when you bring in an agent, right? Well, you need 1,600 points cumulative to have that qualification, right? You also got to have 2 personally sponsored active agents. So that means you got to recruit 2 people that got 400 in volume in each leg. Take a screenshot of this. Once you hit all of these requirements, you now is what we call a field trainer. Now, when you hit field trainer, look at it. You got at least 2 new people to work with. So those are 2 people I'm going to duplicate that same process with. And when you help 2 people go field trainer and you get 5,000 in volume points collectively as a group, you now become what we call a senior field trainer, right? And as obviously you move up in rank, your pay grade go up. You're able to get paid more for doing the same work, right? Sales director, do you see a trend here? You need 3 field trainers, right? So I tell people all the time, sales directors break VPs, but field trainers break SDs. So if you're building enough field trainers, eventually people are going to hit SD. And if you're building enough field trainers, those SDs are going to structure you for where you can go to vice president, which you'll learn that qualification later. You need 10,000 overall points to hit this title, 3 field trainers, 1,000 in volume in 3 separate legs. And the great thing about this is you can have 3 field trainers anywhere in the organization. They could be 3 in one leg, it could be 2 in one leg, 1 in the other, and 2 of them have to be lineage. What does lineage mean? I get that question all the time. Lineage means that it wasn't placed by your upline. Had nothing to do with your upline. It came somewhere in your organization, whether you personally did it or somebody you brought somebody in that did it. So lineage is anything that wasn't placed by your upline. Regional sales director, 25,000 in volume as a team. You got to have 3 legs of business doing at least 2,000 in volume, and you need 3 senior field trainers. You got to help 3 people go out there and do this, what you just seen on the screen, 5,000 in volume, 2 field trainers, right? Get the volume correctly, and then you'll be what we call a regional sales director with the platform. You got to have 3 senior field trainers. 2 of them must be lineage, right? Then you got executive sales director. If you're not an executive sales director, this is where you want to get to like ASAP. Because once you get to executive sales director, all of the money open up, infinity levels deep. You get paid out on everything once you hit executive sales director. Now to hit that title, take a screenshot of this. You need 50,000 in volume as a team, right? You need 4 legs of business that's doing 4,000 in volume apiece. And you got to have 2 active sales directors. 1 must be lineage, and they could be anywhere in your organization. It could be 2 in one leg, 1 in one separate leg. Like you got to have 2 sales directors to achieve this title. Take a screenshot of these qualifications. And then vice president, one of our, very prestigious titles. You need 100,000 in overall volume. You need 3 SDs. Again, remember I said field trainers break SDs, SDs break vice president. You got to have 3 SDs in 3 separate legs. Your 4th leg doesn't have to be an SD. Your 4th leg could just be 10,000 in overall volume, right? And out of those 3 sales directors, 2 of them must be lineage. And now you'll be what we call a vice president in our organization. Get back in your back office, click on compensation plan structure, and understand how to hit these titles and print it out. Keep it in front of you. Put it on your phone, like get it around your house for whatever title, so you know exactly what you need to go to the next title. I always ask my team, what exactly do you need? What are the qualifications? I'm never assuming that they know the qualifications. I need them to tell me so it's imprinted in their brain so they can go out to that next level. Now, here's another slide that's extremely important. See, I've seen people put a 1 in the chat. If you've seen somebody, they grinded, they hit a title, and then they take their foot off the gas pedal. They think they made it. They hit SD. They're not doing the same work that it took to hit SD. Before you know it, they lose their title. So you got to continue to build. To maintain your title, even when you hit field training, you got to have 2 to 4 new agents a month. Senior field trainer, you got to have 5 to 9 new agents a month. Sales director, 10 to 19, just to maintain your title. VP and above, once you hit VP, you got to do at least 120 plus agents a month to maintain these titles. So understand, when you're in the building stages, we're not here to take breaks, right? We building. We got to continue to build to even maintain our titles, because our volume resets at the end of the month. So this is what it takes. Take a screenshot to maintain once you hit those titles that we just covered. So that's the background of the structure. Again, position comes before success. You might want to be structured the right way as you're building your organization. Keep in mind, be strategic. I prided myself on that. We have a very well balanced organization. We were strategic. We wasn't just going to move people to go out there. If I got to move a ton of volume for you to hit the rank, and I didn't see you build into that position, I know that we both gonna lose, because you eventually gonna lose that title because you don't even know what it takes to hit that title. Then I lost because I put this volume that could have went in another leg that could have been matured out the right way. So be strategic when you're moving your organization, when you're going out there doing that, right? So that's the background of that. Now I'm going to talk about the compensation plan, right? And pay attention to this, because it dictates your behavior. If you know what it takes to go and make $500 a week, $1,000 a week, $5,000 a week, 10, you know the activity level of what it takes. And our compensation plan has an algorithm. So understand that we get paid weekly commissions. Every week, direct deposit on a Thursday, you're going to get paid out based on your production. And then every month, you get what we call our infinity bonus, your monthly commissions. You get paid that out on a month. Now, our pay grade works like this. You get paid from everything you do. Write this down: from Sunday to Saturday at 3 a.m. Eastern time, right? Midnight Pacific time. Anything you do from Sunday to Saturday, you get paid the following Thursday for. You also can get promoted every week if you meet those requirements by Saturday midnight West Coast time, 3 a.m. On the East Coast time, right? Now, again, we get paid 6 different ways. This is extremely lucrative. All of the ways that we generate revenue here, 6 different ways. Take a screenshot of this. I'm not going to go into all of them, but we get paid 6 different ways here at our platform. Now, this is extremely important, and this is what I really focus on: building field trainers and helping people get their 5. Because once you get 5 people, you got your services for free. If this person get 5, they can't never go inactive long as they got 5 people. So that's what I'm building. That's what I'm focused on. That's what I'm hitting: getting people they 5, getting people to field trainer. That should be your focus immediately, because that's what can duplicate. So once you get 5 people, you get access to all of the benefits for free. And this is where it comes in: your customer placement holding tank, right? And when I seen this, and I was telling Billy that, man, I've never seen a company that was so generous like this, where you can, as you start to enroll customers, right, they go into what we call a holding tank. Right now, as you start to fill up your holding tank, you bringing in customers, you can move these customers under agents to trigger out these cap bonuses, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. Now, we have discounts that you can give customers to. They can come in at $188. That's our full price. Where a customer, you come in at $188, your direct commission will be $100. You also pick up $12 a month residually. Now, you also have some back pocket features where you can give a discount. A person could come in at $138. You won't make the $100 up front. You'll make $50 up front, and then you got $12 a month residually. But guess what? These customers still goes in this holding tank that you can move from this holding tank to trigger cap. We're going to talk about that shortly. Then last but not least, you can give a person a complete discount. They could come in at $89. You won't make no upfront money. You'll make the $12 a month residually. But again, they go into what we call your customer placement holding tank. Now, again, every customer you bring in at that 188 level, your commission is $100, right? You bring in 5 customers. This is an example at 188. You got your services for free. You just made $500. Now, you also pick up $12 a month residually. Now, that starts to add up as you build a customer base. Every customer you bring in, you make $12 a month as long as that person paid a membership. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Remember I said you make $12 a month residually for all of the customers you bring in? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You make level overrides. So all of the customers your team bring in, as you start building an organization, all the way down to your 4th level, all of the customers that level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 of your organization brings in, you're making $3 residually overrides for all of the customers they brought in. Once you get to level 5, it's $2.25. Level 6 is $2.25. And you may say, well, Alfred, I got an organization that's 30 levels deep, 50 levels deep. What happens to that? Well, you get what we call a generational override from that, anything that's below 6 levels. But here's how I look: level 1, $3, level 2, $3, all the way to level 4, $3, level 5 is $2.50, level 6, you get $2.25 for every active customer that's in your organization. And again, anything below 6 levels, you get what we call that generational override here at our platform. And that can go through infinity levels deep. And it starts out at executive sales director. So you got to get there as soon as you possibly can. Now let's talk about the cabs, right? Most people have seen this slide before, where you can make anywhere from $100 to $560 when you bring in an agent. Put a 1 in the chat if you was an agent, you brought in somebody and your check was $39 or $40 and you was like, what happened? I thought I'd make $100. Well, here's how that works, ladies and gentlemen. Our company pays you what we call an initial cab and a remaining cab. So the initial cab is based on, look on the screen and identify whatever your title is. So let's just say you're a sales director. You got started. Every time you bring in somebody at $288, your initial cab will be $140. Now, again, you got 60 days to help this person get 2 customers or place 2 customers under them. Remember, I was telling you about this customer placement holding tank. You got to help your agents when they come in and get 2 customers, or you can place 2 customers under them to go out there and get that remaining cab, which equals the total cab, right? So this is how it's structured. Again, every time you bring somebody in, you're going to get an initial. You got 60 days to help them go out there and get 2 customers, which equals the remaining, and that's going to equal your total cab when you bring somebody in to the platform, right? Now, we also have our infinity bonus, and this is paid out once a month. Now, keep in mind, your infinity bonus is paid out on your real volume. Your real volume is 85. When you bring somebody in, you're getting 85 points in real volume. Go look at your volume tracker. It'll tell you what your real volume is when you can calculate your infinity bonus. So here goes some examples. Sales director, you get 0.5%. Vice president, you get 1.5% on average. That's $1,500. Senior vice president, you get 2.25%. And then when you hit that pinnacle level, you get 3% of your volume. In this example, that's 10 million. That's 300,000 a month as an infinity bonus, right? And then we have our R&R club. I think this is extremely important for people to understand. You know, even as you continue to grow in this business, understand what it takes to hit these titles, maintain these, and get to this R&R club. You got to have 500 customers and agents actively in your organization. You heard Miss Alyssa Barnes talk about that earlier. But here's what you have to understand. It has to be structured the right way. You can't just have one leg that got 500 customers. No, they're only going to give you, I believe, like 35% maximum from each personally sponsored leg. So it got to be balanced with the amount of customers that you got in your group to get that first level of the R&R club. Once you do that, they give you $600 a month towards your car note. They'll start putting that money in the escrow account. And once you get your vehicle, they'll pay that out to you. Level 2, right? Once you hit level 2, it got to be structured the right way. Again, it got to be balanced. You got to have 1,000 customers and agents actively in your group. And once you hit that 1,000, you got to hold it for 3 months consecutively. If you miss a month, you got to start all over. You got to hold it for 3 months consecutively. Once you do that, they pay you a one-time cash bonus of $10,000. Level 3, $2,500 again. You got to be structured and balanced the right way. You don't have to consecutively hold that for months. They immediately upgrade your car note from $600 to $1,500 a month. Just think about what type of car you can get with $1,500 a month. Level 4, again, it got to be structured the right way. You need 5,000 active customers and agents, and you got to hold that for 4 consecutive months. Once you accomplish that for 4 consecutive months, you get a $25,000 one-time cash bonus. Level 5, here's where it starts to get tricky at level 5. Once you try to go for level 5, understand, ladies and gentlemen, you got to have a person, once they make 3 payments, they got to make 3 payments for it even to count towards your R&R club. You don't get the whole everything to count at, from levels 1 through 4. Level 5, that customer or agent must make 3 payments for it to count towards your R&R club. A lot of people didn't know that. I learned that like 2 years ago, and I was like, okay, that's different, right? So you got to understand, you got to make 3 payments. You got to keep people on. And once you do that, you got to hold this title for 6 consecutive months. If you miss 1 month, if you did 4 months and you miss one, you got to start all the way back. You got to hold it for 6 consecutive months. And then once you accomplish that, you get a one-time cash bonus of $50,000. Level 6, you don't have to hold it for any months. As soon as you hit level 6, which is 10,000 people in your group, that's structured the right way. Again, balance is important. Make sure you understand balance when you're building your organization. Once you got 10,000 people, they're going to start giving you $5,000 a month towards your mortgage. So once you hit level 6, not only is you getting the $5,000 a month, they also giving you the $1,500 a month towards your car note. So your R&R bonuses is $6,500 a month, right? Just think about that. Can even contribute to taking over all of your expenses in your household. Level 7, you got to hold that for 3 consecutive months, 20,000 active, structured the right way. Balance is important. And they give you 25,000 as a monthly retirement bonus. Now, I was informed, I thought you get 5,000, 1,500 and 25,000. Well, you actually just get the lump sum of 25,000. You don't get the car note and the house payment. They want you to take it out of your 25,000 that they give you a month. Level 8, you got to hold this for 3 consecutive months. When you start getting $100,000 bonus for 12 months. Level 9, you got to hold that for 3 consecutive months. So you would get a lifetime bonus of $100,000 a month. Level 10, you got to hold that for 12 consecutive months. For 3 consecutive months, and then you get $250,000 for 12 consecutive months. And then once you hit the pinnacle of our R&R club, they give you, imagine this, ladies and gentlemen, you got to hold it for 3 consecutive months. They give you a lifetime bonus of $250,000 a month. So just think about this, right? What if it took you 10 years to do this, and you understanding that I'm getting $250,000 a month, already know off rip, that's what I'm getting from just my R&R bonus. I'm getting my infinity bonus. I'm getting paid those level overrides, those cab bonuses. Ladies and gentlemen, if you understand what we have on our hands, you will do the work. If you understand what we got on our hands, you will go through the nose. You heard Apostle earlier say, hurry up and fail, because I'm telling you, at the end of the rainbow, they got gold waiting for you, but you got to do your part of the plan. So I hope you guys got value. One of the things I really wanted to touch up on is make sure you understand balance. I pride myself on having a well-balanced, strong organization. Every leg is extremely strong, and we've done that strategically because we didn't prematurely just move people around or build all these different legs. We built depth into our organization. So I hope you guys got value for that. That's my time. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Mr. Billy D. Scott.
Yes, sir.